Our first Lifetime Achievement Award is the Honorable C. William Bill Ossmann. Judge Ossmann has been an adjunct professor at Washburn University School of Law for over 30 years, where he coaches one of the trial teams and teaches trial advocacy, depositions, cross-examination, advanced evidence, experts, and advanced trial advocacy. He also teaches trial skills within the National Institute for Trial Advocacy, serving as the program director for Kansas NEDA Public Service Program. Additionally, he was appointed by Governor Sam Brownback in 2012 to serve the 3rd Judicial District and currently serves as chairperson of the Criminal Department and judge of the Drug Treatment Court and the Veterans Treatment Court. He also recently completed 2 terms on the Kansas Supreme Court Access to Justice Committee, where he served as chairman in 2019-2023. He has received numerous awards and honors throughout his career, including the Kansas Bar Association Distinguished Government Service Award, the Topeka Bar Association Warren W. Shaw Distinguished Service Award, and the Adjunct Professor of the Year 4 times, and now the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'd like to add, I know through the years I've heard so much about the ITAP program here, and I know Judge Ossmann has been one of the leaders with that. One of my law school classmates, I think, who worked closely with him, Cal Williams, and I don't think any of us can underestimate the importance of those programs. Through law school, we can't provide all of the practical and skills that you may need, especially when it comes to the trial advocacy. And for those programs, which are very intensive, I've not been through one. I don't get into the criminal realm, but I know I've heard nothing but glowing remarks on how impactful that's been. And so I think there's literally hundreds of attorneys throughout Kansas and likely the United States now that have benefited from the expertise and the mentoring of those programs there. So, Judge, please come forward and accept your award.
Okay, just one thing we probably should note. First off, we moved this from the law school to this building because we had more people than we could count, which means what? Crowd size matters. I'm a little disappointed because I'd asked the folks that were setting this up to find some supporting music for my presentation. I was looking for Pavarotti's Ave Maria, and I found this display of dance for 38 minutes. But they said, no, you only get 5. So let's just move on from there. President Malek, thank you for being here. Thank you for your leadership and support of our law school. It's truly appreciated. Dean Jackson, you're here at the right time for Washington Law, and you let me know anything I can do. I want to congratulate the others that were honored tonight. And I want to take my time allotted not to talk about me, but to talk about some other people in my life who have honored me with their presence here tonight. I'll tell you why in a minute. And since I'm pressed for time, for those of you who I introduce, I'm going to ask you to just wave your hand so people know I'm just not making it up. First, I want to recognize Catherine Ossmann. So you're ready? Just note that was the first time today she's done what I asked. But she's my wife, and she's the woman who has allowed me the freedom to accomplish and achieve what I have to this point in life. And her support means everything. I should probably share with you at this time her request, because she's asking me that you rename this award as perhaps the Preliminary Lifetime Achievement Award or the Marginal Not Yet Fully Realized. Or something similar, because she has a list of goals, tasks, and accomplishments she expects me to realize. Next, I want to recognize Don and Nancy Daniels. There you go. He's a fraternity brother of mine, and they've been true friends of mine since Kansas State Circuit in the 1970s. Susan Hendershot's here. Susan. There we go. She's a friend of mine in her own right. She represents her husband, Randy, who thought surgery would be less painful than being here. friend of mine since we worked in the DA's office together. Ron Mertz is here. Ron, very good. Ron was my supervisor at the DA's office when I started there in the Major Offender Bureau in December 1978. They allowed me to start when I was 16. He later became opposing counsel and a colleague when he went to the Public Defender's Office. His support over the years has been invaluable. Judge Dave Devaney, Dave, we worked together in Gene Olander's office as prosecutors and later served on the bench together until he retired and became a semi-pro golfer. I invited Professor Michael Kay. I don't think he made it, but I was hoping that he'd be here because he's the one who gave me the opportunity to become an adjunct professor some 30 years ago. And he was recognized last year with an honorary life membership award, and he's been very valuable and supportive of me since I started teaching, or since Judge Amy Hand, Judge Amy. Well, we've got trial teams together to talk classes at Washburn. She's become a big deal with me, and I'm just happy she takes my calls. Allen's here, Lou. Yeah, she's the treasurer of our volunteer fire department when I was the chief. They called me dad, they called her mom, and so it's one of those deals where the dad said no, they wouldn't talk to her. And we had to get our heads together to take care of the people who volunteered to run in when everybody else was running in. I've got friends here and colleagues from the Fighting Third Judicial District, Judge Lori Bishop Gibson, Judge Jake Dufford, Judge Penny Moylan, and Judge Cheryl Rios. You guys all raise your hands so I can be recognized. They make going to work a pleasure. And finally, as I thrust it over for time, I want to recognize Bethany Roberts and Dustin and Michelle Sleeper. Those three are true friends and great lawyers. Given more time, I'd share more than they might like, so we'll just keep going. I have a lot of friends here from Washburn University, former professors, present professors, staff members, and the like. I had lunch with Associate Dean Emily Grant on Tuesday. She made a mistake of telling me she's not going to be here. And you, of course, know what that means. I warned her that I would say whatever I wanted to about her. So when you see her, make up whatever story you want. And I will confirm it. I may have done the things and received awards and recognition set out in my life. My real achievement in life at this point is represented by the people I've introduced and the others I've mentioned. And the many others in life, Dean Jim Buchanan comes to mind and listen. These folks have educated me, challenged me, worked with me, and against me, taught, coached with me, and yes, laughed, cried with me, in that vein enjoyed, or as they say, tolerated my sense of humor. I would not be the man I am without them, and I want to take this opportunity to thank them. And I thank you for this initial and preliminary lifetime achievement.